Stevie Wonder hasn't simply given the world great songs. He's given us great songs that have moved us to do great things. So as we celebrate his many achievements, let's take a moment to remember how Stevie used the power of music to help inspire our nation to once and for all honor the undying dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an intellectual prophet, but he combined that with his leadership abilities.
He was very inspiring because he spoke beautifully. He just spoke from his heart and his wonderful mind.
And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
After his death, we were trying to live out and fulfill Dr. King's dream.
And it occurred to me, a national holiday in his honor.
There's no doubt that we need a national holiday. We need a moment to come together in the spirit of a man who taught this world how to love.
Well, Martin Luther King Jr. would say that a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That was the purpose of our protests and much of his preaching. But Stevie Wonder made it into a song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
The song Happy Birthday helped the movement, and the support for the King Holiday Bill grew.
It transformed it from a political issue to an artistic expression.
Happy birthday to you.
The Senate today made it final. Slain civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. is now the only American besides George Washington to have a federal holiday to mark his birth.
It was a tremendous moment for the elimination of racial prejudice.
Somewhere, Dr. King is smiling, not because his birthday is a national holiday, but because we, as Americans, are moving in the right direction.
Stevie Wonder is a very spiritual human being. Music does that to you. He feels more of the vibrations of life than you and I see.
You can't get a bigger heart than Stevie Wonder, you know.
He saw Dr. King as being a transformative figure. And so it was a coming together of a great musician and what I think is the greatest leader of the 20th century.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
I cannot leave this stage, this building, this planet, without letting you all know how much I thank you, I love you. I don't have to know you. I may have not ever met you or may never meet you, but I want you to know that I love you. I love you, first of all, because the God that I serve says we should love everyone. I also love you because it feels better to love than to hate. And I believe that if we can just come together, because we must come together because we are at a spiritual warfare, and we must, without question, let the world know that love is king and queen. I encourage the songwriters, all of us as songwriters, to write songs about love, to inspire and encourage our family. I encourage our family as people in the media and press everywhere to inspire this world, inspire this planet, Because I believe that if we come together, as it is said, when two or more believe, then Almighty God is between it. Let us come together. Let us fool everyone that thinks it's impossible. Let's make the impossible so very possible by loving. Love is the key, and you've given me love, and I thank you for it. Thank you so much. It is why I, without question, felt it important to have a national holiday acknowledging Dr. Martin Luther King with a national holiday, a day that we could celebrate every single person who've lived and who's died for the principles of freedom, equality, and civil rights, and economic rights, and justice, but as well, every culture, for we truly are the world. Don't ever forget that. And the sooner you know it and believe it and are clear on it, the brighter the world will be. Let's hit it. Let's do happy birthday right now, everybody. Here we go, everybody, come on.